Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We just did an Eve run, but I can't resist the temptation to fill out the Eve post-it note. Zodid Hazo is our seed today. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I wrote down the words. No, I hope you don't mind the fact that we're doing another Eden run. Sorry, another Eve run, I should say. We also, I mean, we have a good excuse in that we could finish things, but we also have a good excuse in that, try it like this, I think. No, don't burn up my invincibility time, thank you. We also have a good excuse in that, we just got the Razor Blade, so we can actually, like, experience that for the first time, which is why we probably should have picked up that HP instead of being an idiot and just ignoring it. Okay, fair enough. Your boy... If I had a rap name, it would be like Young Distracted. I don't always diligently pay as much attention as I should. It's not because I'm lost in thought thinking about, you know, TV show or candy canes or whatever the heck else people are into these days. Although I do like both artificial mint flavors, and I do believe that we are in the golden age of television right now. I mean, have you seen Young Sheldon? It's masterful. It reminds me of a Young Distracted, if I might say so myself. It's just, I don't know, my brain, it tries to run two processes at once, and usually that just means that it's running like 40% of each one. Hopefully it doesn't end up being too much of a problem right here. So, Greedier, it's an easy start for us. You know what we do? Well, we first off celebrate the fact that we have 5.86 damage, which is pretty good. We also... buy a key in between our first couple of waves here. Like our boss wave and our final normal mobs. And that's fine. We'll do that. Hopefully we get like a rate of fire increase, because that pretty much gives us the keys to the kingdom. I don't know what the keys to the kingdom are, by the way. I say it all the time. I know what it means. I know what it infers. The keys to the kingdom is like, you know, you're driving the bus. If your kingdom was a bus, you got the keys, you can now do it. Originally, this was going to be a joke about how by the time, you know, you need the keys, most of these buses will probably have keyless entry, but it doesn't really make sense either. I don't understand. I'm being honest with you when I say this. I have a car that has keyless entry. It also has, you don't put the keys in to start it. I don't understand how it doesn't just get stolen. Because, like... it's kind of, like, not bad. Brown nugget here. We'll give it a try, at least. See how it works. Oh, actually, it's kind of bad because it only recharges. I thought every time we killed a wave, it would allow us to spawn another one. Still not necessarily terrible, but... in fact, it might very well be quite good. But the way I understand it, the door is only supposed to unlock if it senses the keys are nearby. And it's only supposed to start if it senses the keys are nearby. But I wonder, like... if I was in the store, you probably couldn't just open my car and take it. But if I was like 30 feet from my car and you were 5 feet from my car, I don't know, maybe you could. I hope that doesn't make me liable, like by coming up with this obvious loophole I voided the warranty or something, but I always wonder about that. Like when if I parked on the street and I'm walking back to my car, I never unlock it in advance. I always wait till I'm like up against the door, because I'm worried that someone could just open the door and push the start button and drive away. And maybe eventually it would be like keys not detected and it would stop. But I just prefer to avoid that hassle to begin with, if you know what I mean. I think we're going to go with the Razor Blade, even though Brown Nugget, I don't know. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Getting weird deals with the devil right off the bat. Rarely these days do we start with a deal with the devil that's like 10 out of 10, it seems. I think you roll Mr. Dolly. It's a sizable... it's a sizable Tears upgrade. Sure, you can get a lot of value out of the Razor Blade as well. And that's not even, like, an exaggeration to the slightest degree. If we picked up Red Hearts, we could use them, maintain our Whore of Babylon state, and maybe get, like, huge damage bonuses. But I kind of like the idea of trying to make the, Brown Nugget work here. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll do what I don't. Say you will, say say la vie. I don't remember the lyrics to Say la vie by Bewitched. Not as well as I'd like, at least. Bombs, please? Okay. I guess I should have been more specific. Bombs I can use. Probably not worth it. Probably not worth it, but maybe worth it. So admittedly, the run, it's making me look a little foolish right now, but I don't mind looking a little foolish. In fact, many would say that that's almost a professional obligation of mine to make myself look a little foolish on occasion, and to be honest with you, I don't disagree with you. I still have faith that by the end of this run, we'll be looking smart. Although at the present moment, we're not quite there. Although, you know, to be honest, the rate of fire is, like, pretty good. The damage is pretty good. We do find ourselves in a weird spot if we lose Whore of Babylon, though, and that could happen with just, like, an accidental consumable pickup or something, so gotta be careful. I figure, you know what, we should probably also start dropping the brown nugget flies, like, closer to dead center so they have a better chance to hit most enemies, but the thing is, the waves should get easier as time goes on. That's not a good place for that. Because of the fact that there's just more flies around. So our first couple of waves, we're kind of fighting them by ourselves, but the final ones should be, I'm hoping, like 50-50. A 50-50 split between me and my, you know, outsourced fly labor here. We'll see. It's just, pardon me? I don't know what I got hit by there. Maybe it was a bullet that kind of blended in with my own bullets. And as a result, I have no reason to be upset. Okay, this is getting a little dicey. There were some blue fires, but we need bombs to make those actually come to fruition for us. We also just want to fight the next wave, like, immediately. I think this was a bad plan. You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. I think this is a situation in which we should run away from me, baby. Run away. Run away from me, baby. Run away. Things about to be crazy. Just run away. Baby, I've actually got no plan. Run away fast as you can. The flies just, are they doing my damage? Like, the tiers look the same. I'm just kind of surprised at the... It seems like if they were doing my damage, every shot would be worth, like... Or every barrage would be worth, like, 10 shots. But I'm not sure if that's coming to fruition here. Yeah, deal with the devil. You gotta go Abaddon. If you're going Abaddon, you gotta take one more item. So we'll take 7 seals. We'll take Abaddon, which is obviously, like, a really, really nice damage item for us. Sprinkler's pretty good. And the person who made the item, Steward is me, is, you know... Followed each other on Twitter for 100 million years. Oh, fine, I'll take it. So I always like to throw some rep there wherever possible. Can't get a bomb, huh? So sure, I think that could be an okay item for us. Obviously, champion belt, probably a little bit more marquee, but that's okay. I shouldn't take Strange Attractor, but I don't know what's good for me. So we might want to, you know, it's kind of the same thing with Sprinkler that it is with Brown Nugget. Once we go, we want to keep going. So we should get everything taken care of first. Yeah, technology. I don't know how this is going to affect Sprinkler. Or Strange Attractor for that matter, but I think we should give it the old college try. The other thing is, you know, I respect Sprinkler as an item. It might not be the most powerful item in the game, but it's extremely unique. And as a result, I've got a certain fondness for it. A certain je ne sais quoi. A certain je suis un jeune garçon. A certain je voudrais un gâteau au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. 9th grade French class, man. Always preparing me for a world in which I want croissants, a world in which I am a young boy, and a world in which I endlessly describe apples. La pomme est rouge. I don't know what bizarro world of France and or Quebec it thought I was going to, but... By the way, it's a little noisy. I have noticed that. I've determined that there's one big negative with this Sprinkler strategy, And that's that it's a little on the noisy side. It also appears to have destroyed the brain of the gate. Sorry, the cage, so I am pretty sure that we are okay here. I'm not going to use my final charge. I think we should save it. So the only thing that would really, I mean, first off, getting like car battery or something would be hilarious, but the only thing that would make this better is if we got homing tears. I'd be willing to give that a shot. Ooh. We're not flying, but I kind of just want to go for max damage, I think. Gives us a little HP in the process as well. Alright, what do we want here? We could use the HP. To be honest with you, 9 volt would maybe give us 1 extra sprinkler per wave, so I'm willing to give it a shot. And then I guess maybe we'll buy a key for our next extravaganza. This is a cool greed mode run. Oh, it better be greedier. I'm gonna be cheesed. How can I tell if it's greed or greedier? I don't know if I can. Well, if it's greed, at least it's fun. And you know, that's why we're playing Isaac still. 5 cents for a key. We'll take him up on that deal. This run is not really about donations. If we can, sweets, but we don't have to in order to get value out of it. Do we not have charm tiers on the sprinkler itself? I kind of thought it inherited every tier effect. Maybe it's just red overrides it for some reason. Yeah, we should probably throw our sprinklers down closer to the center. Now if we can get the 9 volt, well, we already have the 9 volt. Sorry, if we can get the AAA battery trinket, we can start rocking like 5 or 6 sprinklers per wave. The one thing that's a little scary about this is that we're not going to get a bunch of sprinklers for the greed fight. So we do still need to, like, tangentially to our existing run, we got to make a working and winning run here at some point. That requires maybe only 1 sprinkler to pop. I am a moron, man. Okay. Drop this down here. We just killed this wave mere moments ago, so I'm not too concerned about this one. And there's probably Skull X's popping up, or... yeah. You know, you don't seem charmed. I know sometimes people say, you know, charmed to make your acquaintance, they're not really charmed. I don't think in the sophisticated world people go, hey, charmed to meet your acquaintance, and then out of their mouth they shoot 3 bombs in the general direction of the person they're speaking to. It seems just a little flippant to me. Quite a brazen approach to the overall situation. Then again, I don't run in circles where I say charmed to make your acquaintance very often. I'm very much more of a nice to meet you guy. Occasionally, I do say pleased to have met you, but only when I'm misspeaking, and then I feel weird about it later. I go, is that a weird thing to say? It's not a normal expression people say. Evaluate that conversation in my head for a few years after the moment of conception. I guess we'd like Lump of Coal, even though I don't think it even works here. We're not really amassing a lot of money. Like, every floor we're earning about as much as we're spending. You know, we can keep that at maintenance, but it's not gonna win us any major prizes, I think. 7-cent item. So it's a random item, essentially, for 7 cents. Okay, it was pretty not good. I think I'm just gonna leave. We don't have enough bombs to make that happen. That was extremely lucky. And by that, I mean entering the second secret room, in case it's not abundantly clear. Okay. I think this works for us. We don't really need the range up, obviously. Get a fire rate increase, stronger flies. 3 cents for a spirit heart is not a great trade here. Samson's chain is not takeable in my opinion, at least not in this situation. Let's oh, we got a key already, of course, so let's check this. The Ankh. We actually like actively don't want this, but I took it regardless. I guess we'll give it a shot. Oh, I wasted like 2 charges by not popping the sprinkler down before I hit the button. Bit of a silly decision. I'm honestly like, I'm enjoying the run so far. I think the sprinkler strat is cool, and I don't think I've ever had like consistent multiple sprinklers, probably because sprinkler came out after I was done with greed mode. Just the easiest way to get many on the same room for items like this. But no Spirit Heart there. But I'm a little concerned about the way that we kind of like hit our victory condition. Because we do have to kill a boss who's pretty freaking annoying. And as much as I would like to have an intersecting grid of turrets with freaking laser beams on their heads, I don't think we're gonna get there, necessarily. It's the first time, like, none of that is worth it, I think. Alright, so we're at 35 cents. Just give me some bombs, please, so I can actually use the reroll machine without spending all my money on me and spending time on me. I'll take BFF. Remember, I'm in it to win it. Literally, I'm in this to get the win. I'm not even worried about donations. I just wanted synth oil. We can make this happen. We can make this happen. That's what I was hoping for. Pooper Fires. My favorite game show. Pooper Fire. We're not gonna make it happen, are we? I gotta embrace the fact that we are making this happen. What I am gonna do is play the slot machine 4 times. And maybe we can win the $1. We got a key, that's worth like 5 cents. Come on. I'm gonna stay at 10 cents. That's a wicked bummer, man. Because I love synth oil as an item. You know that it's true. We're on the shop already. Oh no, this is, it turns out we didn't need the key. I am a scared boy. How do we finish this so quickly? Come on. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm a little frightened, to be honest with you. Don't really love my my chances here, I think. It also, like, finished this run way faster than I expected, which is actually a testament to the quality of our sprinkler strat. And the fact that we have essentially piercing shots, but those like really expedite the process of getting through a room. That being said, though, it's really like sprinkler strat is why we're able to get through this as quickly as we are, because we're crushing the waves. But I'm very much concerned with the idea that life is going to be pain for us when we get down to the next floor. Our HP's not killing it either. Well, here's a question for you. Do we have Blue Baby? I mean, obviously we've never beaten Greedier with Blue Baby. We've only done like 2 Greedier runs to begin with, so that was the last sprinkler I feel comfortable using. That's the last freaking sprinkler. The next charge should be for saving. You can use it on Ultra Greed. Make the boss fight your safe haven. Don't be slow. No. Okay, that's a weird parody. There was an attempt. An attempt was made. Something great, please. Sure. Let's try it. I actually don't care about donating anything. I think we go for broke on this. Okay, that was good. We got 2 birds stoned at once. I don't think I want... We have 3 cents to play around with in my mind right now. We have no sense to play around with in my mind right now. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try experimental treatment. Wasn't worth much. And then... like, there's nothing to buy. Like, the best thing to buy is the coin purse.
Lemon party.
Maybe we can get some stats out of it. Sure. I mean, that actually did nothing for us. I'm Drowsy would have been good for the final boss fight, but... well, here we go. I don't love our odds here, but we'll see. I mean, the stats are good. Our HP is garbage, but the stats are good. Speaking of which, ended up being like a really good death card. Way better than I would have expected to have a chance to take advantage of here. But I'm gambling on a greed mode loss here, I think. We can obviously stay pretty far away, you know, whittle them down there. And the crowd control shouldn't be much of a big deal, but to be real with you, I don't really love my odds of... I don't really have a lot of confidence in my ability to dodge the attacks from Ultra Greed, because it's just been 100 years since I fought him. Well, regularly, at least. I think we almost have to beat Greed without getting hit, and we already got hit once. I'm not giving up, by the way. Still going at it here. Just not quite sure if we got the tools. Don't really mind the keys, even if they get away. Again, we got good crowd control. The Little Harbinger is doing good work for us as well, or, you know, the Seal, or whatever the heck it's called. Sinvicta came up with the name Little Harbinger, and I'm for it. Not just because I got, you know, I gotta support my boy, of course. Just like it more as a name. And it could be a good item. The worse your run is, the better that item is. It's probably my honest assessment. I'd say if we get through this without getting hit one more time, we got an okay chance. Obviously, I'd love to... Ooh, that was very stupid to stand there. We got lucky, though. Obviously, I'd love to pick up another Spirit Heart somehow. I don't think it's plausible. Oh, that was so bad. But maybe. So we're going to have 2 HP left. I got to remember, how does the Ankh work? Obviously, it respawns you as Blue Baby. Does it respawn you in the same room, or do you fall back one room? I think you fall back one room, which is bad for us, but... You know, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head to feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what those bitter hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time. Oh, girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Should not have stood there. We are done, aren't we? No. Well, it's a learning lesson. We're still gonna try, but I don't give myself great odds, unfortunately. Did we get any stat bonuses for being Blue Baby? I mean, I'm assuming no. And the answer is no. How do we actually win this one? We probably should have selected better items. Synth Oil, I don't think would have done it by itself. But, you know, it could have contributed to us getting... Oh, Jesus. It could have contributed to us doing a little better. I am actually getting stomped on. Like, quite literally, his feet are stomping on me. Keep in mind, I'm bereft of Sprinkler. Just take me away. I'm not actually giving up, but my soul has started to leave my body. Did you see the shot speed on that? You know what? That's what I get for trying to rush progress. Also, what is this music? Am I losing my mind? Is a terrifying clown about to appear from behind my office door? Okay, that's Johann Sebastian Bach. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Dang it.